So, I don't know if you heard of this or not. There's a new phenomenon all over the place. McJesus. Yes, I wonder if Google knows who McJesus is. Okay, Google, who is McJesus?
Religion can be complicated and I'm still learning.
Alright, so Google doesn't even give an opinion on religion. 'Cause she don't want to offend people. But basically, this is what happened in Israel. In the Israels, there is an art museum over there. There is an art museum. And they hired an artist to do an art piece in the museum. He's like, you're a modern day artist, man. You have a touch of art in your hands. You create the art, the beautiful art in this museum. We want you to create a new piece, a sculpture, any kind. This man sat there and he's like, what can I do a sculpture of? What can I create? What is something that no one has ever created before? What can I produce? What can I make? The man sat there and he looks and he has McDonald's in his hand and he's like, McDonald's. And then he's looking up and he sees a statue, a cross on the wall of Jesus crucified. What you see normally in churches and Catholic schools and many other places, the symbol of a man sacrificing his life for us. He decided, you know what I have to make? I know exactly what I have to make. I have to make Ronald McDonald crucified on a cross sculpture. I must create this, and I will create this piece. And this piece I will call McJesus, to show how he, Ronald McDonald, sacrificed his life for us. People got angry in Israel. Yes, they fucking did. People lost their minds. People snapped. They went, ah! That's how people reacted. They're like, ah! They're like, what the fuck is happening? What is happening? Yes, this man created a sculpture in Israel for this art museum of Ronald McDonald crucified on the cross, named McJesus, which, if I had to give my interpretation on this sculpture, I believe it does not offend Catholics, because if you look into the history of the Bible, you would know multiple people died on crosses, and hanging people on crosses was a very, very common thing to do in that time period on which it's written down in the book that is in the Bible. In the Bible, it says, multiple people were carrying crosses, died on crosses, etc., etc. So, basically, he's like, you know what? There is a fictional character. Okay, Google, what is the definition of fiction?
Here's the definition of fiction. Literature in the form of prose, especially short stories and novels, that describes imaginary events and people.
So, fiction is stories about imaginary people. So he decided, you know what? They symbolize this man named Jesus. We don't know if he's real or not. There is no proof. The only thing we could rely on is books. So, there is a fictional character crucified on a cross. Might as well put another fictional character to hang on the cross. And he decided, who's the biggest fictional fucking character on the fucking planet right now. Ronald McFucking Donald. We're gonna crucify the man who sells his burgers by the billions every year all around the fucking world. And we are going to put this man on a cross and crucify Ronald McDonald and call this man McJesus. Okay? And this is what was the aftermath of this museum. Okay? Now, if you don't know how Israel works, you have Israel and you have a little country, like territory, Palestine. Now, if you don't know Palestine, they're like Christians. It's where Bethlehem is, Christians. That's where the Jesus hut is. You know what I'm saying? Palestinians, Christians. Israel's all Jews. So it's basically the Palestinians are like, these Jews are mocking our Savior, our homeboy, our guy on the cross. Okay? They're mocking him. They're saying he is as fake as Ronald McDonald. Palestinians are like, go fuck yourself. So they go in the masses attacking this art museum, trying to fucking destroy it. Okay? They go with tear gas. They go with rocks. They go with bricks, dicks, sticks, smashing windows. Go fuck yourself. Israeli police have to come in. They're like, holy shit, you crazy Palestinians, calm the fuck down. Okay? If you don't want to see it, then don't see it. You know why? Because it's inside a building hidden in an art museum. Okay? It's in a fucking art museum. Alright? People have to pay to go see McJesus. Which is a good thing what the museum said, which was basically, we are not taking the sculpture down. We believe in the freedom of art. Artists are allowed to express paintings and pieces that move people, that give reactions, you know. So that's what art is. You create whatever kind of art to create a certain reaction or movement, to offer an escape, to offer people to think, and to open their mind, like to develop people to have more open minds to process, okay, why is Ronald McDonald crucified on the cross? Every picture is worth 1,000 words. Every sculpture is worth 10,000 words. And a whole art museum is worth millions of words, okay? And let me tell you, McJesus will be considered one of the best art pieces within the past 100 years, hands down. Just the reaction it's got, how people are just talking about it, it's hands down the true definition of freedom of art. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Google.